Hi, if you're a Virgo born August 23rd to September 22nd, what can you expect for the month of November 2016? Let's tune in and find out. So Virgos, there's been some things that have happened for you that you've had to rearrange your life. And whether that means that somebody has been sick and you've had to change your lifestyle to take care of them, or you've recently moved and you're changing, everything's changed around you in terms of the way that you used to do things. You've changed jobs or careers. There's just been some big shifts for you, Virgo, in the way in which you are moving forward in the world, or the way in which you're now can have change. And now it feels like you're finally getting back to you, finally giving it a chance in November, like, oh, okay, things can go a little bit back to normal now, back to my new normal. And so it's a new normal way in which you're going to be working in the world. And for some of you, it's there's some sadness about what's been left behind, the changes, but there's also this whole great new experience, that way in which you get to experience life that you never thought possible. And so it feels really good, Virgo, if you'll allow yourself to be present where you are. I really feel like this is going to be a really good time in your life, as opposed to be marred by losses or by change or unexpected drama or pain. I really feel like this can be a new beginning for you in a way that feels really authentic and supportive. Okay, so let's begin with romantic relationships. For those of you in a coupled relationship already, what you can expect for the month of March. I'm sorry, the month of November. I don't know why I said March. Probably just because I'm at the end and my mind is getting a little scattered. So let's focus here on the month of November for you, for all of you Virgos. Well, with relationships, for those of you in a coupled relationship, it really feels like there's some tenderness that's happening in your relationship. I really feel like there's some honest conversation going on. I feel like you're learning some things about each other that maybe you haven't even discussed or ever talked about before. So while some of the subjects are really tender to your heart, I feel like they really bring you together as a couple. So I really like this energy because I feel like it's really building on your relationship that you already have. And it's very honest and it's very real and it's very tender. So I like it a lot. So it feels really good for those of you that are in a coupled relationship. Now, those of you that are wanting to be in a relationship, let's look at that opportunity for the month of November. So I feel like first you have to be right with yourself, Virgo. You have to make a decision first that this is something that you want and that you are interested in having a relationship. And then it's up to you to decide what kind of relationship you want. If this is, if you've made a decision, hey, I want somebody that's purely compatible with me, we have fun, but there's absolutely no romance. I just want like a best friend, but I don't want it to be romantic. To somebody else that says, you know what, I want the whole 9 yards. But I never want to get married again. Or somebody else that goes, nope, I want the whole thing. I want the bells, the whistles, everything. So once you decide, Virgo, how you want to live your life and how you're moving forward, it then feels, once you have clarity, it feels like the universe can give you clarity back, and then the right person can really show up. So I feel like there's a lot of love and opportunity that can help bring to you the right soulmate energy for you this month. So it's purely a matter of making that decision and being clear about it for yourself, and then going out and having fun. And it feels like that attractor factor will be turned on, and it'll be easy to attract the right person, easier than it's been in the past. Let's put it that way. Okay, now let's look at your career and money for Virgos. I feel like there's a lot of rewriting, recreating. How do I want to do things? How do I want things to be look? How do I see my value now? So there's a lot of revamping who you are, Virgo, and the way in which you see yourself and the way that you want to present yourself to the world. And the most importantly thing is like, how do I feel valued? Like, how do I want people to look at me so that I can do something and and then have it acknowledged, then people go, oh, that's amazing. So I feel like you want to make a difference for people, but at the same time, we all have to feel like we're worthy. We all have to feel like I matter. I make a difference. People will miss me if I'm not here, or they'll miss what I have to offer if I don't show up. And so I feel like there's a rewriting of your script of how that looks for you. And so I think that you're changing the dynamics within yourself so that the world, especially your immediate world, people closest to you are going to start to see you differently and appreciate you in a new way. So I really feel like there's new appreciation going on for you. So keep working that out with yourself. Keep asking yourself those questions. How do I want to be perceived by people? What makes me feel good? What are some of the things I want to have people say to me? And then implement the steps needed so that people will say those things to you. Right? And not for those purposes, because that's trading energy as opposed to just really giving who you are, really giving of yourself, and then you're receiving so much more. And I think that's really what's possible for you. But you do have to go through the alignment and the adjusting of who you are and what you want. Okay, let's look and see how that's going to affect your money, if it affects your money, or what's going on in November with your money. Well, I feel like a lot of you have already very methodical and skillfully saved for the rainy day. So I feel like a lot of you have money squirreled away, or have money available to you, or that you can get at, or that you have an arrangement or alignment with somebody who will give you that money if you need it. But I also feel like there's this, I don't have enough. There's this little bit of a thread of like, I don't have enough. I'm a little anxious about money. I'm a little afraid about money. I may have enough today, but will I have enough tomorrow, right? And so some of you may be living, from paycheck to paycheck, or from moment to moment, or on the gifts and generosity of others. And I think in this month, you're going to have a chance to really kind of like make a leap of faith into having more money come in, and looking at the world differently, and letting go of some things that maybe aren't important to you, or that you don't value as much. And for some of you, that may be selling some items, selling some things that I don't need it, don't use it, I'm going to let it go. And things that maybe you thought, I would never sell that you may be letting go of just because it's time. So I do see some of you cleaning house, changing some things. Some of you may even be rearranging as we change with the season. Some of you may be changing your environment, getting rid of some chairs, bringing in new chairs, changing the decor. And some of you may be dealing with loved ones who are ill and making fresh accommodations for them, making those changes. So there's a lot of different ways or reasons that we make changes. It could even be just that we moved into a new home, a new environment, and now what we had in the other house no longer suits our taste in this home. So there's a lot of adjustments that are happening for Virgos in a very positive way. And I do feel like you're going to have the money that's going to support you to do what you want to do, to make the changes that you want to make. And some of the things that you're going to be selling are going to bring money in to help pay for this the way that you do want it. And it also feels like you're creating this sort of simple, quiet, oasis. Like maybe once a time in your life you thought you wanted one thing, and now I feel like you're going, no, I really want it simple. I really want it ease. I want it more like this. And I see you Virgos like really kind of like creating this really nest for yourself. And it's really, really powerful kind of sacred energy happening for you. Very, very spiritual aspect to Virgos going on. I feel all of you very prayerful and very aligned, really. And if you haven't found it, you're looking for it. In which case, then you just need to connect with a spiritual teacher or healer, or the right, which is what I do, or to the right, person in your community. There's a lot of different ways for you to connect spiritually, or if you're spiritually blocked, to kind of remove that, or that stigma that's keeping you from really being able to feel your connection with spirit, with God. Okay, let's look at your health for Virgos. I think your health is good. I think a lot of you are tired. I think a lot of you are whipped. Some of you may have a few aches and pains. I'm feeling some stuff along the back, along the spine. up in the head, different areas of the body that maybe where are your weak links, and with stress or pressure, things kind of get dumped onto you. And I think movement, exercise is really going to benefit you. Walking in the woods, walking out in the weather, just being with people that invigorates you. I think you're somebody that really needs humanity. You're somebody who really needs nature to connect with, to feel restored. So at least at this time in your life right now. And I think that by doing that, you're going to feel whole, and you'll really feel like you're open and ready for this next chapter that's happening for you. Okay, and let's look at anything unexpected for Virgos. Okay, so the unexpected things. It does feel like there's some unexpected opportunities for you, and whether that's a friend of a friend that calls you up and invites you someplace and introduces you with them, and oh, by the way, I do XYZ, and you end up getting a consultation out of that, or a new job, or you get hired, or whether you're somebody that wants to buy something and that's going to make your business better, and you don't have the money, but you have a benefactor, and that benefactor comes and they buy it for you to help you. So it feels like there's a lot of different ways to get at what you want. So there's some unexpected gifts in November that really make your life better, and where the money flows and it just feels better all the way around. So I feel like there's unexpected events that are happy events that really make you feel productive and useful. So all right, Virgo. So it's a really nice month for you, like moving forward and exciting and tapping into your powers. But at the same time, you're nesting and you're doing things for you for a change, and really rewriting your life in a way that's beautiful and peaceful and wholesome. So really good. All right, Virgos, lots of love this month. Sending all my Virgo friends always my love and appreciation for you. And especially at this time of year with Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. If you're in the U.S. and celebrating that. And if you're outside of the U.S., I'm still grateful for you. Thank you all for watching Star Signs and sharing it with your friends. And I appreciate you, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month.